You got Leon D here, and we're going to talk about food. You know, I'm not an expert on anything to do with food, but I've been around a long time, and I am a professional barbecuologist. I know food. I know what I like. I know what I don't like. I know a lot of things that you may not like. That's the intro for Leon D. Let's get it on.
Yeah, this is your boy Leon D. We're going to get right into it. It's almost the 4th of July, and there's some things you need to know that you don't know. And let me tell you about barbecuing. There are some things that people just don't like at a barbecue, but you just don't know it, and you always have it, or you bring it, or someone else brings it, and it's not really good with the barbecue. So let me tell you what we're going to talk about today. Things that you should not have this 4th of July. Nah. You shouldn't have them. You don't know this because you like them, but secretly, nobody else does. No, nobody else does. Let me tell you the first thing we're going to talk about. One thing that I really don't like at a barbecue. Now, when I say barbecue, I'm talking about slow smoked food. Now, grilling is a little bit different, and a lot of you going to grill because you don't know the difference, and you think that when you turn that Weber on 400 degrees that you're barbecuing. No, you're not. You're grilling. Now, when you're cooking between 175, 200 degrees, all the way up to maybe 300 at the most, you're smoking food. And I'm talking about smoking food. And sometimes what I'm going to tell you is grilling food too. But the whole point is there are things you just don't want at your outdoor cookout. There are things you really don't want. But some people want it and they think it's good. It might be good for them. But for most people I've surveyed, it's not good. They don't like it. But because it's free or they're your relative, they eat it. You know, and I get that. The first thing I'm going to tell you about, thing number one that I really don't like at a barbecue, I do not like corn on the cob. Some people like it because they want to eat butter. Why not just eat a stick of butter? Get it over with. Eat a stick of butter. Because that corn on the cob, first of all, it's going to show in your teeth. Yeah, it's going to show in your teeth. So it's going to show up. But most people put a stick of butter on it and say how good it is. The corn is not that good. The butter is good, and you're getting them confused. Now, I went to a barbecue to a friend's house, and this is something that almost sounds gross, but I'm going to tell you about it, though. One of the things that you don't like at a barbecue, and his mother did it, and he bragged about how good it was. Devil eggs. Let's get down to it. Devil eggs is not good at a barbecue. First of all, some people use their fingers to scoop out the egg or the yolk. Some people have yolk that's not cooked all the way through. That's called a fried egg. Yeah, over easy. You know, it's not called a devil egg. You know, and like I said, I'm not a fan of devil eggs at any barbecue I go to. That is just not me. And I do like devil eggs. Don't get me wrong. If I see how they're prepared, I don't want you using your natural oils on your hands to keep it moist. I don't want you using your nasty hands with no gloves, no nothing to keep it moist. Now, one thing I do like, and I like it a lot, but at barbecues, it kind of fills you up real quick. Potato salad. I love potato salad, but only made by certain people. And don't get potato salad mixed up with macaroni salad. I like that too. But those are just not good things slow cooked food enthusiasts like when they're having a barbecue. But like and like I said, potato salad fills you up. I feel like it take up room that my ribs can go into. I feel like it take up rooms. So saying that, the other thing that's not big, you know, I love collard greens, but a lot of people give you paper plates at a barbecue. They give you paper plates. And collard greens and paper plates don't go together. They do not go together at all. Because collard greens, you know, are juicy and they're heavy. You know, they're juicy and they're heavy, and they just do a lot of damage to paper plates. They do a lot of damage to paper plates. And then you got juice running on the side, running off the plate. And then you give kids their own plate. They're gonna make a mess. They are going to make a mess. So that's not all that bad. But what's even worse is coleslaw. Now I know people like coleslaw on their pulled pork. And at a barbecue, you got pulled pork because I make it all the time myself. But I don't like coleslaw on my meats. Now I know some places in the South you like coleslaw on your pulled pork and probably on some other things too. But that is more of a North Carolina regional thing. So if you're gonna bring something, don't bring potato salad or coleslaw, especially coleslaw. Just don't bring it. And one thing I do like, cream corn, and I like baked beans. I do like those, but at the same time, at a barbecue, I don't want no black beans. No. That's more of a Hispanic Mexican type stuff. Give me just regular baked beans, but black beans, I don't want black beans at my barbecue. Because black beans go great with a lot of things, but barbecue is not one of them. Now, saying that, one other thing is that people do, I've never done it, and I really haven't seen it a lot, not when it comes to slow smoke. I see it all the time when it comes to grilling. Those are kebabs. Kebabs are made for grilling. And the problem with kebabs is that, you cut your meat into chunks, but the center never really gets done. And with a kebab, to get the center done, you need high heat. I don't do high heat. I do slow, and slower. I don't do high heat. And to do a kebab, if you put it on a smoker, then the vegetables, which you can eat raw, because vegetables, fish, and fruits, you can eat them uncooked and no damage to your body, as long as you clean them. But kebabs got vegetables and other things on it, vegetables and meat and hell, maybe even a cheese. But kebabs just never come out. They either burnt on the outside or undercooked on the inside. It's never that perfect medium. Now you can slow cook them. Then you're gonna roast the vegetables when you cook a vegetable for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever have you. So I just avoid kebabs altogether because the risk of undercooking is so great. And like I said earlier, the outside will be charred up. They'll be charred, looking good. The inside is definitely not cooked. So those are things you don't want at a barbecue. And then one thing that people, especially in the South, and I'm not picking on the South, but I see it because it's easy to get, that is exotic meats. I don't want no damn alligator. I don't want none of that. If you're going to give me alligator, grind it up, put it in a sausage, make it a sausage. Then, sausages are not bad for slow cook because I love a slow cooked sausage because they don't get 90% water inside the casing. Like say a hot dog and you boil it. You boil a hot dog, you're going to have nothing but damn water. You're paying a lot for water. So sausages are one of the things, that I can eat. But if you got exotic meat, I don't want no rabbit because I bought chicken. And people say rabbits taste like chicken. Why not buy the damn chicken? Because rabbit costs more. And chicken, everybody knows cheap. So exotic meats, you just don't want those things there. Because, I don't want alligator sausage really. So don't think I want that because I said that. I'm saying if you want to hide it from me so that I don't know it's alligator, put it in a sausage. But to be honest about it, I don't want, wild game. That's not slow cooking meat. That's called experimenting with your friends or your family. That's what it is. I don't care how drunk you get. You're going to say this got, and not everybody can cook exotic meats. And even if you could, it don't mean you should. It's very, very simple. Even if you should, then don't try it. But some people who go hunting, now I'm not talking about deer meat or bison or elk. Those are regular meats that's eaten in certain parts of this country by certain people. That's no big deal there. So You got to be careful with what you bring, because the person you giving it to may not know how to cook it, and who in the hell knows who in the hell knows if you know how to cook it. So don't bring it, because we're not sure the let's see, the chain of custody, who else touched it, what's been done to it. Now you can go buy ribs and chicken and other stuff, all nice and neat, wrapped up from a store. Now there are stores who sell exotic meats, but I don't see many of those, because exotic meats cost a lot, and the people who are going to buy it isn't going to buy it every day. They're going to buy it every now and then, and so a store don't want to buy it because most of the time it ages out, it gets old, and the store can't sell it. Now, here's another thing that people think is kind of cute. You don't want these big old sandwiches. You know what I mean? You know, we call them over-the-top sandwiches. And what I mean, you don't want to put a burger on there, you know, and then put pulled pork on top of that, and then put tomatoes and lettuce and mayonnaise and all this other stuff, because those little cheap-ass plates you're going to buy, they're not designed to hold that kind of stuff. They are not designed to hold that. So you have to spend a lot of energy eating those big sandwiches, because your mouth can't fit around it. And if your mouth can fit around it, something wrong with your damn mouth. It's too damn big for your head. That means that your mouth taking up 80% of your head. Nobody wants to see somebody come in there and got 85 teeth in their mouth, you know, 2 or 3 rows of teeth like the cone heads, and you got this big old burger with with a hot dog on it, you know, with pulled pork on it, with lettuce on it, with tomatoes on it, with mayonnaise on it, and then someone's gonna try and take a bite out of that. No, that's just not good. Not good at all. So some people don't try to impress somebody by how big of a sandwich you can bite. No, get yourself one piece of burger and some cheese and some lettuce, tomatoes, kind of like a Whopper. But don't come in there thinking you're going to get a triple Whopper and you're going to get it in your mouth. No, you're throwing away energy and time and money. The other thing, too, slow smoke. You know, people don't like grilled chicken at a barbecue. And I know some of you say, hey, it's healthy. I like grilled chicken. No. I will smoke you a chicken breast. And I'm not a fan of chicken breast at all because it's dry. I have injected chicken breast. I have did a lot of things to it to keep it moist. Even when you brine it, I've done a lot of things. But here's the kicker of it all. At some point, that chicken breast is going to dry out, especially if you try and eat it the next day. So grilled chicken, because you know when you grill chicken, you add things to it. You know whether it's lettuce or you know anything. You know, you add stuff to it, but it's not a chicken wing. It's not chicken thigh. You know, it's not that. Those are great things for a barbecue. Great things, or drumstick. But grilled chicken just doesn't make the cut. Now, the other thing that you don't want at a barbecue is you can do things to make your barbecue better. So what you want to do is that not have people bring things. I think about that a lot because I have some friends who bring things, and it's not, and they know what to bring. They know what to bring. They're not going to bring any of the things I just mentioned to you. One thing we don't bring is cheese. We don't bring cheese. I don't know what you would use cheese for on slow smoked food outside of a cheeseburger. So you have cheese in there, but a good handmade, burger, hand patted burger, you get all the juices and everything else. When you start putting cheese and barbecue sauce, slopping it all up, you're not really focusing on the meat, which is where your money is. You're focusing on all the other stuff, not the meat. And in my small mind, when I see meat that costs what meat costs today, I want to taste that damn meat. I don't want to taste, everything tastes like it's cheese. No, I don't want I don't want the meat to complement the cheese. I kind of want the other way around, and I don't I very seldom put cheese on a slow smoke burger anyway. I very seldom do that anyway. So for me, it's obvious which way I like to go when it comes to, slow smoke hamburgers. I prefer them really naked. I might put some tomatoes and lettuce on them, and I may or may not put cheese on them. But cheese is not the deal breaker to me. Some people, cheese is a deal breaker, like kids. Kids love cheese on everything. And then, if you're gonna have cheese, don't bring no damn cheese whiz. That's not cheese. No. I know some of you think it is, but it's not. So you have to be careful when you get cheese. Some people like Velveeta. Velveeta in a can is the same as Cheese Whiz. There's no difference in it. That stuff is good. Matter of fact, I don't know what the hell it's good for. Because I'm thinking about it. When I make nachos and I make other stuff, I use shredded cheese. I like shredded cheese. That's my style. But Cheese Whiz, don't bring that to a barbecue. I see people with it all the time. The only advantage of Cheese Whiz over shredded or regular or sliced cheese, the only advantage of that is that you don't waste as much. You don't waste as much. That's a fact. And here's another thing you don't bring to a barbecue or have at your house for a barbecue. Do not buy 2-liter drinks. Whether it's Coke, whether it's water, you are asking for a problem. Because in a 2-liter drink, I have watched kids, fill the cup up, take 2 sips, and sit it down, go outside and play for hours. Give those little bastards a 6-ounce drink. Go to Costco, Sam's Club, Kroger, Target, wherever you shop at. Go there and buy the smallest drinks possible. I'm talking about like a 6-ounce drink, because the most they can waste is 6 ounces. You get them a 2-liter drink, the most they can waste is 2 liters. Don't get me wrong. I know the smaller drinks and everything else cost more money, because they do. But end of the day, you get the money back by not having things wasted. And not only that, those smaller drinks are a lot easier to store in your refrigerator, your cooler, wherever you're at. They are a lot easier to store than a 2-liter. I tell people all the time, they say, why you buy miniatures, everything? Because I don't want to see anything wasted. I know I am. I just don't want to see as much things wasted as you do with the 2-liter. 2-liter is for you and your wife. Miniatures are for everybody else. The only kind of drink I never see people really waste in my life is alcohol, because adults know the value. I have seen friends stay up an extra hour just to finish that damn drink. So that's the advice that DJ Leon D got for you on what not to have. And another thing, what not to have at a barbecue. Old folks. Don't have old folks there. Your barbecue is never going to go the way you want it to go. Old folks always got opinions, and they got a lot of them. And the difference between old folks with opinion and young people with opinions, because young people got opinions too. But the difference is, old folks are going to tell you their opinions. They're going to tell you. Young folks know they get slapped down if they come say something you don't like. Well, you can't do that to old folks. No, you'll be in prison. Because you smack them down, they're going to die. Whether it's a heart attack, whether it's whatever it is, they are going to die. So that's your boy Leon D on today. I'm going to give you some more barbecue tips as we get closer to the 4th of July. Okay, peace. See you in a couple of days.